Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Brad here with another Elite Dangerous video, where today I will be hopefully showing you guys some of the new features of the latest major update, which is update 2.0 or beta 2.0. Since its launch, it has been quite buggy, so they have been hotfixing it on a regular basis, and I decided to wait a few days to actually do a video on it because it was a little bit unstable for me, to say the least. And right now it appears to be fine for the most part, so I thought I would jump in, play a little bit more of it, get back into the feel of it, and actually buy myself a new ship. So I did say I was going to buy myself an Eagle, however, combat isn't really my strong suit in the game. I've actually had a lot of fun doing the trading aspect of the game, so I thought I'd buy myself the starter trading ship, which is the Hauler. So if I go to Starport Services right here, and this interface, and actually a lot of things have actually changed about the game. So let me talk about the interface first. So right now, this is laid out a lot differently than what it was before. We have a quick features right down here, so we can refuel, repair, and reload without having to go into any extra options or anything. We also have the news over here that shows the traffic report and anything else that's actually happening in the galaxy right now, such as the fights that were happening recently. I'm pretty sure Galna actually talks about that as well, however I don't think this one's talking about that right now. I think the war's actually finished. Oh no, hang on. There we go. The Civil War has reached a stalemate. So this is actually put into the game now instead of just being sent to you via an email. And I actually like the fact that you can see what's happening in real time in game. Now, what I can do is show you guys the outfitting, which has also changed quite considerably. This is my hauling vessel, and you can actually see some of the paint's actually peeled off of it because I've been flying it for a little while now, being about a few hours, and I'm already up to 40,000 again, or 50,000. I'm about to do a run to Darwin to give me another 10,000. Which is really nice, and you can actually make a lot of money through trading as well. So this is the new outfitting screen that you can get. Now this vehicle only has one hardpoint, meaning you can only have one weapon at any time, but you can change a lot of the other functions of the ship now, such as the, what would you call this? The internal compartments. There we go. So originally, say you have a Sidewinder, and its capacity was 4. Now you can either increase its cargo rack, or actually remove something else and put on another cargo rack. So if you want to focus on, say, trading, what you can do is you can actually get rid of your shield generator, which counts as an internal compartment, and actually put in another cargo rack with a capacity of 4, bringing you then up to 8. Now I'm pretty sure a Sidewinder only has 2 internal compartments, which is the cargo rack and the shield. And I think actually no, it would have a scanner as well. So you can actually probably bring that up to, I'm guessing maybe up to 12 if you're lucky, I think. Right now I'm running with 8, I have 2 cargo racks, and I have a shield gen and a discovery scanner, because I've also added a discovery feature into the game right now. But I'm not really worried about that too much. I haven't really gone out to explore anything, and most of what I can explore has probably already been explored. So if I wanted to, I could actually sell this basic discovery scanner and buy myself more cargo slots. And that's basically what you can do. You can actually focus more so on a certain specific task instead of being an all-rounder type of person, which I think is really cool. But now weapons also have classes and I think it's ratings? Yeah, classes and ratings. So this weapon here that I can buy, a beam laser gimbal low heat type weapon. Now it's obviously out of my price range, but you can see that it is a class 1 type weapon with a rating of G. Now G is kind of pretty bad, it's on the bad side of ratings, and as well like A and B is quite high. And now you can see the mass integrity and everything of the weapon. I mean, this is all compared to what I currently have as well, so for the most part, this is actually a little bit worse off than what I have. However, its damage is a lot higher, and it's a gimbaled weapon, which means it aims for me, basically. So, let's move back into that. I kind of do like how everything has tiers right now. So, my thrusters, for example, I can't really show you that right now. I think that they're class H, the rating is H with a class of 2. I believe that's class 2. I think that's class 2 that I have installed, and that means I can actually go to class 2 on that. I think that's what it means. So, yeah, a lot of my stuff isn't that great. I will have basically H rating gear, and only tier 1, so it isn't really all too great. So I really can't wait to actually upgrade my pieces. You can find them at other starports and other star stations, however, I haven't really came across too much for the hauler. But anyway, I thought I would show you guys me doing another mission, and maybe going off to another station, which is a little new thing that they've added in the game as well. So let me quickly check the interface and see where my missions are and how much time I have left to do them. So I have 2 identical missions to go to Darwin, which holds scrap. Now that does fill up my cargo hold till about a capacity of 6 out of 8. So yeah, I'm holding 6 scrap to Darwin, and that's what I like. I like there's occasionally duplicate missions, and if you pick up both of them, you're fine to go. So yeah, this here will reward me with, I think, about maybe 10,000. I think it's 10,000. Now you may notice that the interface here has actually changed. It's a little glitchy, and I kind of like that. It actually looks really nice. Now you can disable the glitchiness and make it respond really quickly for you by going into the options here and going into graphics. Now if you go down here, you can actually see the disable GUI effects. If you go apply and go back out to here, if you go over here, now it is all instant. If you like that, you can keep that on. If you don't like it, then you can just turn it off like so. I'm going to turn it off for the video just so it looks a little bit cleaner for you guys to read. So the place I want to show you guys is Orbital. Now, previously in the game, up until Beta 2, there has only really been stations of starports like we have right now, the big ones that we can fly into that kind of spin around, have artificial gravity and all that. Not really artificial gravity, but emulated gravity and whatnot via the spinning and so on and so forth. But now they've actually added outposts and smaller stations, which more so appear on places that haven't really been explored too much, or they haven't really set up a major station yet. So players will go around the galaxy and explore certain areas, and when they actually find an area, they can report it back to a federation or an alliance. And once they do that, they can actually get money for that. And just say, for example, that this place actually has a lot of gold mining in it, or say a gold field, or something that has a lot of gold, something that's worthwhile for the Alliance or the Federation. They can actually fly out there and they'll start setting up a station, and then over time, given a few months or so, they'll actually end up with a starport there. I think that's really cool. There's 2 things on my radar. I think they aren't anything special, but let me just quickly check. They are high energy FSD wake. Now FSD wake is when someone jumps into hyperspace, so they'll leave behind a little bit of like energy, I guess, and that's what this is. If you actually have something capable of scanning that, you can actually figure out where they jump to and follow them. But we're not going to worry about that. So we just got scanned, and let us jump over to Orbital, which is near Asban. So let us speed up here, and once we get out of mass lock, we'll then jump forwards. So this ship does sound a little bit different compared to the Sidewinder that you've had in my videos previously. And I don't know, I don't really mind the sound. It actually looks kind of cool. It actually looks like I'm flying a truck, like one of those like not the Audi trucks, but one of the ones from like Euro Truck Simulator with the like air conditioning vents on the top there and everything. It's really neat. But anyway, enough rambling on about that. Let me charge up my drive here, and let me go over to Orbital. I can show you guys this station here before jumping over to Darwin.
Engage.
Now you may have seen that this is quite close to the planet, and that's actually for a reason, because it is obviously an orbital type station, so it is orbiting very, very close, much like a satellite would be, or like I think it's the ISS station we have up in space right now above Earth, so very much like that. And let me see if I can dock in here quite quickly. I'm not going to slow down too much, but you can actually, I did see a time-lapse video of someone staying around Orbital, and it actually does orbit around the planet as the planet orbits around the sun. I find that's amazing, and that's really, really cool. It's a little detail like that that actually makes me fall in love with the game a little bit more each day. So I'm slowing down way too much here, so I'm going to try to speed up. I don't think I can actually speed up too much because I'm really, really close to the planet right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to... I think it's actually on the other side of the planet. I'm being an idiot. It's on the other side of the planet. Thank God I didn't do that. I knew it was close. I didn't think it was that close. So thank God I'm flying around right now. They also added the fact that you can then look around your cockpit when you're sitting down in the in a station or in a dock, which I think looks really, really cool as well. So here we are, we're kind of around the planet. Now, since we're so close to the planet, our speed is limited to 100 kilometers a second. I think that's simply because we're in close proximity to the actual planet itself. Too bad we can't really see much out of the ship. I do like looking up and seeing out of the ship, but this one doesn't really have much of a view. It is very luxurious on the inside, though. It's very nice and very clean. But anyway, I'll fast forward to when I get to the Orbital, because it will take me a little while to get there. So I'll see you guys in a second. Actually, before I get there, I just wanted to show you guys this, and this is something you don't ever see every day. I just thought that would look absolutely pretty for you guys. I think there's some key you can press, turn off your HUD, and I'm dropping out anyways because we're right here. Let me slow down a second and just take a screenshot. I believe it's Control Alt and G. There we go. There's all my HUD gone, and I can actually look around now without having to worry about the HUD being in too much of the road. It's a little bit annoying being right there as it is, but I think we can deal with that right now. That looks so damn pretty, seeing that sun just on the planet's surface. That's just gorgeous right there. Anyways, moving on. Let me turn back my HUD on here, and let's go back to where we were going right now. I just wanted to show you guys that for a brief moment there. So let me just jump out of here. What I'm going to do, actually, to jump out of successfully, I'm going to unlock destination and engage my hyperdrive. So what that'll do is that'll let me jump away from the planet without having to worry about too much about where I'm going. So escape vector is, where is that? That's up here a little. So here we are. And now we're jumping. So once I get into Super Cruise, then I can actually lock onto the planet. Okay, here we go. We're now speeding out at decent speeds. Let me lock onto the place and let me fly around it. So where are you right now? I think you're just up here. There you are. We're coming in quite close. So again, I will see you guys once I get close enough to it. So here we are, dropping out at Orbital, which is a smaller station. Now these don't actually have gravity, despite them having what appears to be vehicles driving around on it. It doesn't really seem to make much sense to me, but it is a zero-G place because it isn't spinning and we don't actually have artificial gravity other than what we can emulate either via motion or electromagnets. So they don't have that, I don't believe. Let me just dock with them, just so I can show you guys that a little bit better. So I'm going to go lock target and request docking. Now, these do dock you on the outside, unlike the other starports we've been to previously, meaning that when I actually find my place to dock in, I can actually show you guys, it is on the outside. There are doorways, I believe, to some of these that lead you inside. However, I believe that's only for authorized people only. So if I fly past it right now and just slow down for you guys can have a better look at this station right here. There we go. That's a great view of it right above that planet there. That looks so nice. So yeah, this is the new stations that they have, at least one of the outposts that we can actually have in space, or one of the ones you can actually come across. It looks really, really nice. I like it. Apparently they're doing work or something. I can hear some zappy stuff. Don't know what the zapping is, but it looks and sounds really, really cool. And this whole station thing is just awesome. There are some solar panels right there, so it seems, even though they are facing away from the sun. I don't know if they realize that, but yeah, no, very, very nice looking station. And I think you guys can appreciate the detail. Now, you can actually fly up really close and actually look inside. If there is a window here, I don't think there is any windows on this side here anyway. But I have seen people looking inside some of the stations, and it just looks amazing. The detailed interior is just awesome. But I don't think I can actually stare anywhere inside of this place just yet. At least I can't really see anything. And there's the doorway I was telling you guys about, that one right there. I'm not too sure what that is actually for. But you can see the landing pads on the outside, just down the bottom here, and if I actually flip around, you guys can see that a little bit better there. There we go, so there's number 5, I'm looking for number 5, I was looking for number 4. But anyway, we're not going to dock here, because there's no reason for us to be here. I just thought I'd show you guys the station itself, so you guys get a better understanding of how this actually looks. What is that sound? That is not me. Oh, that's another ship. Haha. Well, there we go. Is he going to crash? He just crashed. He's crashing. If he blows up, I'm going to laugh at him. Oh, that's one of the new ships, is it not? Hang on, what is that ship? That is a that's contact lost because he's docked. But I think that's one of the new ships actually. Hang on. Let me fly down and actually have a look at that. I don't think I've actually seen them before. Not in person anyways. I believe this is what they call the new ASP ship. I can't really get too close without counting it as loitering. But, there we go. There's a new ship that they've just added in the game as well. There we go. Proximity warning. Loitering and everything. If I fly away, we're fine. There we go. So yeah, this is one of the new ships that they've had in the game. It is quite expensive to get, but it is a long-distance traveler, meaning, or a long-distance explorer. Meaning you can go very, very far with this ship. And it actually looks kind of cool. It's a little bit beefy, but it kind of looks like a stealth bomber. Without the wings, of course. But very nice looking nonetheless. Let me fly out of here. Oh, he's actually going underground, I think. Yeah, you can go underneath. I don't know where that would actually take you. I think it just takes you down there. Oh, it's actually a little section for it down under here. That's kind of cool. Oh, no, he just... Oh, no, because he's going to take off. There we go. Let's actually see if that is an ASP. I believe it is, but it might take a little bit longer to actually undock and leave. Anyway, enough of that. Let us leave out this place and let us go to Darhan. So I'm going to jump all the way over there right now and hand in that quest. Oh no, there he is. What are you right now? You are an asp. Yes, I thought you were. You a competent pilot, and you are clean, as you can see by the details down the bottom left there. So you can actually do research and scans on the pilots, and if they're wanted, you can actually kill them. And if you haven't noticed, we have actually been orbiting this planet for quite some time now, because it's actually mostly sunny now. So that's just another little detail that I think you guys might appreciate as well. So let me unlock from the ship, and let me fly over towards Darhan. And full speed ahead.
Drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Oh, here we go. We are now actually being interdicted just before we get to Darhan Metalworks, which is just typical. Of course, this had to happen. I'm not sure if it's going to be a pirate. I'm not really armed to defend myself, so what I'm going to do is basically just fly out of here. And yeah, someone here for judgment time, apparently. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly speed up and hopefully jump when I'm able to. So frame shift is now online, and I am now charging up. Now the AI isn't exactly that great in hunting you down. Admittedly, if they did have a faster ship, they most likely would have actually been able to catch up to me. However, he wasn't really doing such a good job of doing that anyways. So we're back on track again, going towards Darhan 3 Metalworks, and we're almost there. The planet looks a little bad. It's Darhan 3A, so it's quite a small planet, not too big a one, and we're already... yeah, we're going quite quickly. We should be able to drop out perfectly fine here. So, given a few more seconds, and we'll be there anytime now. And here we are, Darhan 3 Metalworks. Now there was something I didn't actually tell you guys about these stations, and that is, unlike the larger stations, these guys don't actually have their own market, or commodities market, much like a larger starport would actually have, meaning that you can't really trade resources here. However, these guys are usually in high demand of certain resources, but they normally give it to you in the form of a quest, and they normally ask for it in the form of a quests that are in the bulletin board. For example, like the scrap right now I'm bringing to them, that was asked for me to bring here, so I did bring it here, and that worked out quite well. And here we are. This one actually looks a little bit more industrious. I kind of like it. Obviously you would expect it to, so I kind of like that it does look very industrious. So let me bring out my landing gear here. I'm still getting used to landing. That's not really a thing that's my strong suit just yet, but I love those those spherical tanks over there. It looks so cool. We definitely need to have a look at this before I take off again. There's also a few more things I have to show you about Beta 2, whilst we're docked in here as well. So, let's fly around over here. Let's go down, forward a little, across, and slow down, and down. There we are. A little bit on an angle, but still not too big of a deal. So let me go to the starport services to hand in our quest that we've now gathered. I'll show you guys the bulletin board as well, actually. So if I go to the bulletin board, this is where you can hand in any of the quests you've been taken, or given, sorry. And I can hand in these two ones right here. Now up to 48,000 and 52,000. So in that whole time we've just gained 10,000, as I figured we would. So here's emergency couriers. Now the bulletin board has changed quite a bit as well, giving icons to these certain mission types. So this one here is mainly a trading type courier mission. This one here is targeting a certain person or a combat mission. And there's normally ones that have skulls, which are normally a bad or negative type mission, more so like piracy or actually being able to deliver stolen goods. I'm not really doing them because they are illegal, but they do give you high rewards for doing so. So right now, emergency courier involves me having to go to Morgul. Now this has a special trait, as in it you don't take up any space in your cargo hold for delivering that, because it is a courier mission, therefore it's only really a message or a letter that you really have to deliver. As where other ones, for example, this light cargo transport requires me to deliver 8 fertilizers to this place, and that actually does take up 8 of my cargo holds, which is basically filling me up completely, but I'm not going to worry about going over there right now. I think we're done what we need to do right here, and here we go, light cargo to Asban City. It's a little bit of wood, but it doesn't really pay too badly. But yeah, it is quite easy to get money in this game, and I do actually like that. So let me quickly refuel here, and let me show you guys one last thing before I end this video here, and that is the galaxy map, and the system map as well, actually. So, as you saw before, the navigational menu has actually been changed, so you can actually see all these new places here in this locational tab, and you have the galaxy map and the system map. Now, before in the galaxy we were limited to about 50 star systems or so, but since Beta 2 we now have access to over 550 star systems, I believe, or at least around about 550 star systems. So if I zoom out here, you can see all the places where we previously had access to, including all the newer places. Everywhere inside this pill, basically, we can actually go, and if I click on some of the stars here, I actually travel a little bit further down the star system, or down the pill, just to show you guys where exactly we can go now. Some of these places hadn't been scanned or explored before, meaning that if I click on system view, for example, on this place, now it may have been scanned, it may not have been scanned, but if I access data system, you can actually see that here we have the FIFA ring, and here we have the Anson point. Now, this is the new system view, and if I go to one of my favorite places to look at, right back where I am right now, hang on, let me go back out. If I go back over here, log on to Outposts, now that should take me to where it is on the map. Yeah, here we go. So if I go to system view for Outposts, you can see one of my favorite systems ever. So this place here has 4 stars in total, including 1 small brown dwarf, which is actually dying. Now this thing looks amazing up close and personal, and I've actually seen it myself quite a few times. But no, I very much do love this new system view. You can check out everything where all stations are, and even if you go to, for example, if I go up here to the Chango dock, you can actually see what it imports and exports down the bottom left here. So you can actually plan out your routes, know what some places trade, and you can actually bring resources there to make a decent profit. But I feel that does it for today's video. Hopefully I showed off a lot of the new features in the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and stay awesome.